So, one of the interesting things about Introduction to Sociology, when you are a sociology student, or in my case, when you teach sociology, is everything that we talk about for like 10 minutes in this class. Well, not every single thing, but most of them, like there's an entire semester class on. So, whereas we're going to cover religion for a few minutes here, like you can take an entire semester about sociology of religion, which is fascinating. Religion's one of our institutions in society, and it creates um, a lot of meaning in our lives, as we'll talk about in a second. But not necessarily everybody who's listening to this practices a religion, grew up with a religion, or some of you, like me, might have been raised with a religion. I was raised as Catholic, going to Catholic school all through high school, and for a myriad of reasons that, micro lectures don't give you time to get into. It's just, yeah, that's what I have to say about that. So maybe you share that in common with me. Maybe you have found a way to live with faith that means the world to you. We have so many different experiences, and I really, really hope whatever yours is, that it works for you, right? It works. So a definition of religion. It's a cultural system, as you can see, of all these beliefs and rituals. But look at the end of this. This is what it gets really, really interesting. There's an element of supernatural belief, of believing in things that maybe you didn't experience or you haven't observed, but that bring us all together in kind of the things that we believe. And even if they seem, when you step back from it a little bit, like even if they were to seem a little bit outlandish, like they are a key part of making sense of the world and making sense of the universe. So, religion as an institution provides three very specific, important things for society. Brings us together, which is interesting because for as much as it can bring you together, it can also, how many wars have been fought over religious beliefs and things. It can also divide us just as much, but it can be an opportunity to bring us together. There's a lot of rules, not in every kind of, right? There's a lot of like norms and things to follow and goals and all of these different types of aspects of social control. It brings elements of social control. And then it provides meaning and purpose. Whereas I was just mentioning possibly the way I was raised versus, not saying much about how I feel about organized religion now. But I'd like to think, and I'm guessing some of you too, we go through so many different aspects of life that are heartbreaking. We endure losses, and to be able to believe in something bigger than ourselves can bring a lot of peace, right? And so that idea that provides meaning and purpose. Okay, last little bit, kind of like a quirky thing. In on-campus classes, when we do activities on religion, this is one of the primary ones that I do. So I always have a water bottle in class, right? We always bring water bottles everywhere, all the time with us now. But I also, again, raised Catholic, have a Lady of Knock Shrine um, bottle of holy water that my mom brought back for me when she went to Ireland. I don't know, maybe, gosh, you know, 10 years ago now. I think, holy water doesn't have an expiration date. But if you think about it, I have a bottle of water at school, and it's just water. It's water that I, filled up out of a like bigger water bottle at my house. But then I have this little thing of holy water. And so thinking about the fact, like secular versus sacred. And what I challenge students to do lightheartedly, like it's intended to be playful. What I challenge students to do is like grab something out of their bag and as a group come up with the fact that like, what does it take to make something sacred, right? Because water is technically water, but that holy water is considered sacred. What does it take to make something sacred, right? How many people have to believe in it for it to be sacred? Is it one? Is it 10? Is it 10,000? Is it 10 million? But like the way that religion is socially constructed and the ways that we navigate the world, whether, devoutly following a religion, um, struggling with religion, or anything in between.